hive cluster is under attack.
For the swarm.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remaster. Today, going to be Mihu the Great versus herO here on Retro. A TVZ of great proportions sent to me by RJB. Top left, it is our Terran player. It is Mihu the Great. He's a Chinese Terran. He is very, very great indeed. And in the bottom left, it's going to be herO, ASL winning Zerg player. One of the great Zerg players of the modern era and the previous era as well, because esports players can play for a very long time compared to people in like the NFL or like the NBA or even in soccer and things like that, because your body does not break down enough so that you cannot play esports. All right, so we've got Steve the SCV, we have Terry the Overlord here. Everything is A-OK here for your Saturday. Hope you're excited for more TVZ. My favorite matchup, indeed. So, walling off here on Retro is our guy, throwing down a barracks. It looks like a hatch first opening here from herO on a 4-player map. Terra the Overlord is not going to get shot in the face by Marine Gauss rifles. Well, maybe not soon, but maybe eventually. We will see. Ah, never mind. It's going to be an overpool opening here from our guy herO. Overpool versus barracks first. A little bit of pressure here from herO, but if you wall off properly, you can handle it. Yeah, so I guess it's a little tiny bit of a proxy here. Mihu, I don't know. Either fully proxy or don't proxy. That is my take on this kind of stuff here from Terran players. It's like, if you want to proxy, proxy in the middle of the map. Or don't proxy. It's just like, here versus here is like 1 second's difference. But I guess 1 second really does matter in a match of this magnitude, right? And look, you can go ahead and shoo away the drone. But pool's already done. Overpool is good at defending bunker rushes here, and yeah, so scouting? Yeah, scouting the pool. Seeing the pool's already done, and alright. Fair enough, says Mihu. Let's go ahead and not expand quite yet, because there are several lings out on the map here. And a third base? I don't know, man. There's not a second base here, either on the way or completed. All right, never mind. Third base. So 3 hatches versus a 1 base opener here. And, you know, lift the barracks and then land it and make a wall. Not too hard, right? Not too hard indeed. There we go. So now expanding because we're safe behind the wall. These lings have nothing to do. They are scouting for other proxies, scouting for other scouting SCVs. And finally, gas here. Interesting. Interesting stuff. Huh, never mind. There is a scouting SCV. So speed is going to get started here, but maybe this SCV can get home, but trying to cut off the attack path or the retreat path here for Mr. Steve the SCV are these slow lings. Second barracks on the way. And yeah, all is well. Gas just coming up here for Mihu the Great. It's not going to be a mech play here in the early game, at least. Lair on the way from our guy herO. And these lings have just nothing to do. Nothing at all. Not even taking HP off of this barracks or this supply depot. Is this Terry? Yeah, this is Terry here. Good perching place, Mr. Terry. An academy. And dude, are we going to do a ling bust off of 3 bases, herO? Just a pure Ling bust into a Spire, I guess. Look how many Lings there are. We've got 8 Lings. We've got 8 Lings. We have 16 Zerglings and 19 drones. Here for herO. And he's just here. He's just sitting here with okay. I don't know why we need this many Zerglings. Spire on the way at about 5 minutes. And I'm just droning behind it. I guess the early third here helps compensate for the fact that there are 16 Lings here. I don't know if that's enough to kill this, man. I do not know, but herO feels like it might be. Hurry, jump in. Excellent micro, pinning themselves into a corner there. And yeah, this is going to fail. Wow. A couple of Marines did go down here, but we still have 9 of them. We still got 2 medics. And hurry, throw down creep colonies. We have nothing if the Marines choose to come down here and try to kill the natural base. Hurry, make creeps, says herO. That was such an ill-fated decision, man. It really was. Scanning the main base, but not the front. So we've got 3 Sunkens at the natural base. No lurkers because there is not a Hydralisk den here. Also 3 lurkers here on the high ground at the 3rd base. Scanning up, seeing the Sunkens. It's like, okay, we don't have nearly enough Marines to break that. Maybe on even ground. Ow. All right, all right. Nothing crazy, man. It's a starport. We're going to go for science vessels. Everything is cool. I don't know. I mean, herO played this pretty well. Fast 3rd base into an attempt to win the game with Lings, but an excellent defense from Mihu forces him in to really getting into the late game now, right? Queen's Nest, Hydralisk Den. He had a Spire coming up before the Ling attack, and he's got Mutas here anyway. He's not giving them an upgrade, though. So no upgrades for these guys. No attack, no armor. Evolution Chamber for upgrades for the Lings. And yeah, a bit of a wonky opening from herO, but the fast 3rd base with the Ling pressure that didn't do much. And then the sunkening up with exactly the number of Sunkens needed to deal with the remaining Marines there. That was great. Okay, Mutas sniping out. Good stuff. Hive is on the way indeed. Hydralisk Den coming in, +1 Carapace upgrade for the Zerg. So, yeah, I mean, we're looking at this. We've seen this a billion times, right? We know what this is. This is Science Vessels, this is SK Terran, this is Marines, this is Range, this is Muta Harass. This is getting Ultras out, this is getting Lurkers with Dark Swarm out. This is everything that you know and love from TVZ into the Brood War. Let's see what changes this game. Because right now, I mean, it's been, again, a bit of a non-standard opening, a little tiny bit, with the proxy attempt against the 9 pool. But herO's played this pretty well. I'd say with the exception, as he does kill a barracks. I mean, it's a barracks under construction. It's one that was canceled or killed. Either way, not that big of a deal. Another scan in, and he sees the Hydras, and he sees the Hive finishing up. And let's count how long it takes before Adrenal gets started. 9:19. Do we get a Defiler round? Do we get Adrenal here? I'm going to say Defiler round first. Immediately, like 5 seconds after that Hive finishes, he's got enough money to get Adrenal. He is producing Lurkers and Scourge, because he knows about this stuff. And all is well. All is well that ends well, I always say. So I hope you guys are doing all right. Hope you're enjoying 2025. It's a bit of a rocky year, but I feel like we've had rocky years for the past decades, so whatever. We got StarCraft here. This is a good place to be. Macro hatches make us happy. Niduses make us happy. I guess maybe not if you're a Terran player. You don't like Niduses or macro hatches, but they're fun to look at, I guess. Niduses, it always looks like there's a rave going on inside that thing, right? Like, what is going on? What is creating that green light exactly biologically inside that Nidus? Consumes coming in. Did the man not get Adrenal? Is the man skipping the Adrenal upgrade? For a man who had so many Zerglings early, he doesn't seem to have many now. Wraiths? Okay, Mihu decided we're not just going to make straight up science vessels, but we've got them. Wraiths. As the Wraiths to, like, protect the science vessels against the Scourge? Maybe. Maybe that's what it is. Full 11 Muta stack. Just kidding. We got some Scourge in there. Pretending to be Mutalisks. Still no Adrenal, huh? Keep looking at the production tab, hoping to see it there, but it's not. But it's Lurkers and it's Hydras and it's these Mutas and these Scourge, right? How? Yeah, Marines, +1 attack, range upgrade. They're not working on any further upgrades. Just kidding. Fired up 2-1 for the Marines. I was like, maybe we're going to go into mech here, but no indication of that yet. So now we're just hunting Overlords with a couple Wraiths at 11 minutes. This is crazy. And then the Mutas show up and the Wraiths, ow, just die. They just absorb some Scourge hits there that aren't going to kill the Science Vessels, but Wraiths aren't free. I'm not sure that's a good trade, but sure. Kill an Overlord with your couple Wraiths. That was an interesting adventure. Plague is on the way. Ooh, Muta does manage to escape by the skin of his teeth there. 10 hit points on that sucker. Still 3 bases. Not really comfortable taking a 4th. It is going to be Hydra meta. It's a lot of Hydras. It's not just Lurkers. Oh, but it is a bunch of Hydralisks here too with the Dark Swarm, with the Plague. We need more siege tanks here because the Hydras are kind of a fantastic answer to playing. To playing against the SK Terran. There you go. Tanks on the way. Siege tank on the way. He scanned in, and I think he saw just the sheer number of Hydralisks that still exist right now and said, okay, they're gonna be tanks. Dark Swarm is up. Irradiate in. Spell casting aplenty here. Not nice Plague. And look at the chase back here. That's the chase back. I mean, it's Dark Swarm anything. At this point, Dark Swarmlings will do the same thing. They'll chase the Terran back. But it forces them to fall back a little bit further because the Hydras can sit in here and hit them over here rather than the Lings just parking themselves into the Dark Swarm and being unable to do anything else. Trying to engage. There's the Dark Swarm. I was like, that's it. You can't really engage with these Marines as just Hydras. He's worried about another Dark Swarm or a Plague because he's running. Now he's kind of standing in and being like, all right. Oh, then he caught a Plague for it. Yeah, he kind of herO lulled Mihu into a false sense of security there and said, hey, there's nothing here. There are no defilers back here. Turn around. Kill these Hydras. Kill them. It'll be good. Oh, look at him chase down. Just get the Science Vessels. Oh, gosh. He could have just targeted the Science Vessels there. herO, buddy. Well, now he's on the offensive. He can probably expand again. We've got a big old drop down here. We're killing a few drones, going after the Evolution Chamber, denying an upgrade. The Defiler round dying would be a big deal, but also we're dealing with this attack target, the Science Vessels. I know you want to kill the bunker. That's great. There we go. Science Vessels now going to go down. Drop Evolution Chamber down, and Defiler Mound does get saved by respawning Hydralisks. This third base attempt gets completely aborted by Mihu, though. Tank trying to join the party. One tank not going to do anything, especially not in siege mode. Lurker burrows in, dies before it burrows. Tail as old as time. That time when Lurkers are burrowing in is when they are the most vulnerable to dying, I swear. I mean, when there are Science Vessels overhead, also they're pretty vulnerable to it. So 36 to 53 workers here. Some drones died here without a doubt. There was probably a bit of a drop down there too. Big drop, which is why there wasn't as much defending up at that third base, but I'd say that's a trade. Yeah, one Lurker and a Dark Swarm on a high ground, and everyone's been plagued. Good luck. Good luck with that action. Yeah. So the drop was pretty damaging, obviously, but I think herO shutting down the third base is a bigger deal. Ninja third base Or fourth base, whatever you want to call it, in the top right there from Mihu, though. Science Vessel running out. Lings do have a 0-1 upgrade. They have to have Adrenal now. He's got too many of them. Ah, it's a sick Dark Swarm. Goodness, that's a good one. Lurkers, a little bit clumped up there, but hey, one Lurker inside a Dark Swarm, that'll get the job done. The Lings don't have Adrenal? Are you kidding me right now? No, maybe they do. Why does one feel like it's attacking faster than the other one? Because my brain is 3 brain cells. That's a lot of Lurkers coming up here. These tanks are dead. It's 123 to 94 supply. Plague on every Science Vessel in this little group. Gonna be problematic in the future here. This Hydralisk right here. Poke up. Hydra, poke up. Ooh, got one. Got... what? That just had enough HP to not die to Hydras. But not those two. Not those two. herO's trying to end it. He's only... Wait, what is going on? What's going on is that the color of Mihu is blending in with the minerals. That was a huge drop down here. It wiped out every drone at the natural base. There are 17 workers remaining. He clears it out, but dude, he's got 17 drones left. Okay, you know what we're going to do? We're going to rewind this game a little bit. I totally missed that. I was trying to watch for drops, I promise. But dude, this color and the color of the minerals. Yeah, so look, it's 36. Everything's fine. This little push-up happens. He turns a lot of these Hydralisks into Lurkers. This little setup's denied. This base is happening. Bunch of drones transferred somewhere down here. Was there a drone? So this happened. Look at the mini-map and tell me you can see this. That's like it's movement, but the color. Good snipe on that Nidus. Oh my gosh. All right. So yes, this all happens too. Largely gets cleaned up. This evolution chamber dies. It's not working on an upgrade. All of these. Oh my gosh. All the mutas die. And this is where the evolution chamber gets wiped out. The dropships managed to make it out of there. Plus, those guys are defending. Wow, dropships totally make it out of there. These guys take down the Evo chamber. This Marine has 1 kill. This one has 0 kills. And he's going to get his face kicked in by the Zerglings. All right. So, yes. And then this happens. And the third base gets denied. Wow, what a game. Okay, so Mihu would be extremely dead, except for the fact that he's dropping like an absolute madman on a map where it's hard to see this color on the mini-map. So I think herO's having the same trouble that I am with this whole darn thing. Right, so then this thing gets started. He's like, okay, 2 bases is bad, but I've got 53 SCVs. If I can only put them somewhere where they can mine like this, that would be good. That base would be nice. Okay, and then the Lings are down here. The spawning pool looks like it got sniped. Did it? It looks like it did. And I don't see it anywhere else, like it's been replaced either. Dude, this is a weird game. So then this whole thing happens. All right. So I think we're caught up. And then freaking another drop comes down the left side. Because all Mihu's doing is defending and then dropping. He has no capability of moving across the map over open ground because there's Lurkers and Dark Swarm and everything everywhere. And while all this excitement is happening and these tanks are dying, this comes down the left side. There it is. Yeah, double dropship into the natural base, out of range of the Sunkens, because the Sunkens cover the front, they can't cover the back, and then here it is. It was 34 drones, and it goes all the way down to 17. And he unloads some of this stuff back here inside the main base, too, but there are some Hydras and some Zerglings, but the Zerglings are packed behind the Hydras and can't actually get as much done here, and he wins that battle, too. This gets cleaned out, but then he wins this. All these drones, pow, 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 pow. Overlord going 17 drones die. While he's trying to Dark Swarm end it, he's getting kicked back down here, too. Dude! Mihu's dropping today, and on top of mineral patches, too. It's got to be intentional. He had to have chosen this color because he knows that if you drop on top of a mineral line with this color, it's really hard to see. Then he comes back down again, unloads behind buildings, so Lings can't get any kind of a full surround on this. Look at this position. Look at these fire bats in the front. Dude, Mihu's gonna win this thing. herO just made a round of drones. He just made like 17 drones. He lost the Hydra Den. He lost the Spire. He loses this Evolution Chamber. He plagued this up, but there's nothing to follow it up with. The Queen's Nest is not a big target. Dude, and this allows him to retake his third base because herO has to come back and deal with all of this shenaniganry with everything that he's got. Okay, yeah. Plague guys versus lurkers, not good. But look, all the pressure's gone. Now the third base can be taken. The fourth base is done. He's not putting his SCVs to work because he's been busy dropping everywhere else. But whoa, what a game. New Hydra Den planted, new spawning pool coming down. Back up to 39 workers. Dude, Zerg is crazy, right? 17 to 39 workers in no time at all because of all the macro hatches and all the many mineral patches he has access to. Oh my gosh, crazy, crazy stuff. This game. Yep. Mihu would have been dead, and now he's doing great. Suddenly, he's on 4 bases versus a 3-basing Zerg that was killing him, but drops. What do I always tell you guys about drops? Drops change games. If you drop in a game, it increases your chances of winning it by about 45%. I swear it's true. Drops are so hard to defend. They're so hard to keep track of. They're so hard to see coming. herO's getting kicked by him. I'm getting kicked by him because I'm having a hard time tracking them as well. And it's 139 to 80 supply now with the tanks, with the 2-1 upgrades. No 4th base for herO, and I don't know how he comes back from this position. I thought Mihu was taking a huge gamble on that 4th. He does. He was taking a huge gamble on that 4th base. But it worked out. It worked out for him. Some Lings are running up the right side, trying to see if they can find anything up here that maybe explains how this is happening. And they are going to find this base, and it is almost entirely undefended. Dude, Mihu. Like, have a bunker, dude. Okay. All right. Well, never mind. 4th base is a dream. It's not actually happening, tragically, but 'tis the nature of the StarCraft in our world today. Metasynaptic node is coming in. Again. Wait, for the first time? Did it get canceled? Did he not have it? Obviously, he didn't have it, or he wouldn't have to research it again. Derp. I mean, look. Nice plague. Plagues, Dark Swarms, Lurkers, and Hydras can do a lot. But down 50 supply against a Terran player, not able to get a 4th base at all. There are still Lings up here causing problems. Okay, dead. Lings Lurker is trying to shut down this base in the top right because he knows... I mean, he should know that the 3rd base is a death sentence for him too, not just the 4th base. He needs to expand or kill the 3rd and the 4th bases of the Terran, and I'm just not sure he's got enough resource income to do it. Yes, adding the tanks. I mean, not tanks inside Dark Swarm. That plague is so good. It's so good. Another absolutely disgusting plague. Hero's plagues today have been top-notch. If he wins it, I'm going to give a lot of credit to the plagues. I'm not even kidding. That's it. Simply the plagues. Oh, I got a Dark Swarm up. The Science Vessels came in, caught a plague as well. But they did irradiate all the lurkers that are attacking. This guy has got 3 kills. That guy's got 1. It's okay. It was fine. It's a big win coming in here from herO. 48 workers for the Zerg, 55 for the Terran. And again, this could just be a situation of skill level too. Like Mihu, great player, not really on the same level as herO, who's finally taking a 4th base at 21 minutes. This guy had a 3rd base at about the 4-minute mark, and his 4th is not until the 21-minute mark. High grounding it. Again, will fight until Dark Swarm comes in. herO's doing a really good job, yeah, of just having the Dark Swarm where he needs them, when he needs them. Science Vessels getting picked off because they were previously plagued and not healed up or repaired at all. Both players trying to hold on to their 4th bases simultaneously, but one of them means a lot more than the other one does. This is herO trying to get back in this game. This is Mihu trying to maintain an advantage. These 2 bases are extremely different. Expanding to the bottom right, too, is herO. Can he do that? I don't know. I'm not sure the Terran has a lot of presence out on the map here, but he's got siege tanks, which are fairly presidential. Presidential. Radiates on the lurkers. Except for that one. This is a tight, tight game, man. Here comes a bunch of Ling and Hydra and a lurker to the one side here. There are the Defilers. I was like, where are they? There they are. Run up the ramp. Kill this base. Leave the tanks to die. Oh, another plague. And guess what? Another drop heading down. These guys unload to try to help kill this base. These guys come down to the natural base. Oh, he sees it. Those guys were rallied out of there, but he did actually see some Hydras and rally them to try to deal with this drop, which they absolutely do. The drones getting pulled into the equation is pretty nice here. Defiler decides he doesn't actually need anything here. That's a great move. And then just drop into the natural base, getting all these drones out of here too. All right, man. So the 5th base is rolling down there. Lurker's going to clean that up. The 5th base by herO is running. He did end up losing his 4th up the left side, though, so it's 4 base to 4 base. 55 to 50 workers. He scans and sees this base. There is a Nidus here, just barely finishing as the Marines and Firebats are heading down that direction. I think herO has the same concern. He's going to come and try to defend it from the oncoming onslaught. The Hydras are 2-1 upgrades, with the Carapace being the 2-3-2 for the Marines and the Firebats here. They didn't bring... Get the lurker. Scans it up. Snipes it down. Firebat versus Hydralisk with medic support. Pretty good. Firebat against Hydra. Surprisingly good anyway. Oh, Firebat. Drones kind of probably need to evac. I'm not sure that running them around is going to do as well. That's okay. Firebat got wiped out. This group gets killed by the reinforcing responding Hydralisks here. This is a crazy good game. I can see why RJ put this one in the DEFCON 1 folder, folks. $48 to 54 workers. Another attack comes down, catches a massive plague again. But it's just Hydralisks. I mean, that Defiler's not dead yet, but he's dead. Oh, he gets a Dark Swarm up right before he explodes. These Defilers, heroes of the Swarm. Heroes. They just are. Wha-bam. Yeah, just the Dark Swarms today have been as timely as they can be. There has not been a single time where I'm like, man, herO needs a Dark Swarm, and he doesn't toss it up. Every single time. He's consistently producing Defilers. He's consistently using them very, very well. Plague. The Plagues today have been absolutely devastating. Blanketing. But then herO doesn't have enough necessarily to defend the 4th base up the left side that he replanted. These things don't have Adrenal. Bop. Did he? Oh, I'm gonna have to watch this game again. Hanging out inside the Dark Swarm. You don't have that many Fire Bats, dude. You got 2, but okay. I guess you're comfy in there now. Hang on. Okay. 163 to 104 supply. Mihu. Fighting hard. Macroing hard. 4 base in it against a 5 basing Zerg. This one's barely mining though, so it's really a 4 basing Zerg with only 47 drones. He's not at the 60 number that he's comfortable with at all. Look at this. Taking a 6th base to... Or 5th base. Sorry. 5th base for Mihu up there as well. I think Mihu might have this. Well, 1 lurker inside a Dark Swarm. Another huge drop at the 4th base of herO. Full evac of the drones. 42 drones remain. Some of them did die. Most of them managed to evacuate from the position, though. And that's it. I think that's the killing blow. I think herO's going to look at this position and be like, yeah, this isn't happening. This is not happening. Friends, neighbors, countrymen, lend me your ears. Not happening. Look at this. It's Hydras chasing, but they always have a Defiler attached to them. You turn around to fight, you catch a Giant Plague. You turn around to fight, there's a Dark Swarm on them now. It sucks. Like, it really sucks to play against this from the Terran perspective. And herO's just... he's playing it so well, but I just don't know that he has the money to keep up. I keep saying that, but his 3rd base and his main and his natural are effectively mined out. The 4th base was half of his income, and it's gone now. And the Terran keeps expanding, and no Terran bases have died since the 3rd base died 10 minutes ago. And I just don't see how herO wins this thing, despite the fact that he's playing this well with the Plagues and the Dark Swarms. Which again goes to show that Plague and Dark Swarm are not insanely overpowered. They're very, very good. But it means, even if you're in this position, it doesn't bring you back from this position, is what I'm saying. It doesn't. It doesn't bring you back. You can't be in an untenable economic position and come back and win just because Dark Swarm and Plague are good. This drop down the right side that I accidentally ended up scouting because I was following those Hydras. Yeah, this is great. This is a huge drop, man. 189 to 98 supply. Yep, you jump in, you snipe the Nidus. First attack on the Nidus. Bam, done. Base is dead. This attack is looking okay, but I think herO's trying to micro in 3 places at once right now. The center goes to the Terran. The bottom right goes to the Terran, and that's a GG. herO taps out, and Mihu takes down herO in 29 minutes and 6 seconds of really, really impressive TVZ. Insane stuff from our guy. My goodness. What an absolutely fantastic showing there from Mihu. He can take down herO with drops. That's it. That's what won him this game. The drops at the natural, the drops at the main, the drops at this base in the bottom right. The drops at the 3rd. Like, so much dropping, so much chaos, adding just enough siege tanks to handle the Hydralisks. Still making the Marines, still making the Fire Bats, especially here. Got the Marines, especially because if there's a Mutotech switch, you need that anti-air. They're not necessarily here to win everything for you, but if the mutas come in, you're ready for it. Wow. All right, I'm going to rewind and see if Adrenal actually happened in this game. And if it didn't. I'll come back and let you know, but be right back. He didn't get Adrenal. herO played a 29-minute TVZ in which he made probably something like 200, 300 lings and did not give them the Adrenal upgrade. That is a major factor in why he lost this game too, man. The drops are good, but not getting Adrenal for your Zerglings when they are such a big part of your defense and your offense. Man, even people like herO make a mistake sometimes, right? That makes you feel good about your games as well. So, wow. Incredible stuff. So, 195 to 204,000 points in favor of the Terran. Got outproduced by the Zerg, but outkilled the Zerg by a bigger number. Structure raised 12 to 4 in favor of the Terran, which is impressive against the Zerg. And the outspend by the Zerg was only about 2,000 resources. Less than that. Like 1,800 resources. And that's not going to work. It's never going to work. And that's a GG. So GG, Mihu the Great. Way to get the upset win. Good job, drops. Get Adrenal, Zergs. What is wrong with you? And that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.